Hi and welcome back to the TackleShare YouTube channel. Today we will be looking at the Carolina rig. You can see now the underwater footage. We're going to show you how to rig it and then a little bit of fishing with it. The weight on the Carolina rig, depending on how you're fishing it, will either drag along the bottom, stirring up the substrate and making noise, or will punch through vegetation and allow the soft bait to fall slowly into the vegetation. Both of these methods are attractive to bass, and you can switch the way that you're fishing depending on the water body you're fishing in and what the fish there are attracted to. Hi and welcome back to the TackleShare YouTube channel. Today I am rigging the Carolina rig. So I have with me a plastic bead, a bullet style weight, a swivel, a plastic bait on a wide gap hook. This has already been rigged for me, so I can just tie my line on when I'm ready. And then I also have a bit of extra line to be my leader. Now I have probably 2.5 feet of line here. You should use approximately 12 to 18 inches of leader, but I'm giving myself extra so that I can tie the knots. First, we're gonna start by tying a Palomar knot. I have our knot tying sheet here so that I can reference this as I'm tying my knots. And if you want to access this sheet, it is on the TackleShare website under Activities and Resources. So that's TackleShare.com and then Activities and Resources. So we're going to tie the Palomar knot from this knot tying sheet. Okay, so there's that knot all tied up. And now I'm going to pull tight this way. And then I'm going to snip off the excess. And I'm going to keep my excess and throw it away. Okay, so now I'm also going to need to tie this onto my fishing rod. So I'm going to clip off the snap swivel that's on my rod right now. And then on the rod side, I'm first going to slide on my bullet weight, and then I'm going to slide on my plastic bead, and now I can tie on my snap swivel. So again, I'm going to do a Palomar knot. This time I'm going to have to be careful of the line that's already tied to the snap swivel, but I should just be able to feed it through. So now that that's tied on, I'm going to snip off the excess. So I'm going to slide my line through the eyelet of my already rigged lizard. So as you can see, I'm just setting the lizard to the distance I want it to be from the snap swivel. And then the lizard's a little big to do a Palomar knot, so we're going to do an improved clinch knot. Okay, and now that I have my soft bait all tied on, I'm just going to snip this line off. Here is our Carolina rig. Again, we have bullet weight, plastic bead, our swivel, and then our leader, which is just under 18 inches. And then we have our wide gap hook with soft bait attached. And you can use any soft bait that you want. It's recommended that you use soft baits with curly tails and lots of action. So today we're out with the Carolina rig. Here's our bullet weight and glass bead and our swivel. And then if you follow the leader down, you can see our soft bait, which has been rigged up. I switched out the lizard for something a bit smaller. But we'll see if we start catching big fish, we might switch out to the lizard. So this one you can fish the same way as you fish the Texas worm, where you're going to lift up and then let it drop down. And that's going to give it a nice rising and sinking action, just like the worm. Or you can drag it sideways and then reel your slack, and then drag it sideways and then reel your slack. And that's going to be a little more scraping on the bottom. So it just depends on where you are. If it's really weedy where you are, you're probably better off to pick it up and let it drop down. Think so. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Rock bass. Yeah, I think so. Here's my rock bass. Let's get this hook out of you, buddy.
Rock bass. He took your drag on that. You might need to turn that one up, maybe.
Yeah. I think so. There he goes. Good little rock bass here. We're gonna let him go. Okay. Carolina rig.